Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
When you think back, Charles, a year ago to Super Bowl 55, we were...
Easily find all the plays that are boosted by the previously selected game plan.
Out in Tampa, and this Chiefs offense just never could get it going. Patrick Mahomes hobbled by that turf toe injury. The offensive line, they were down a few starters. It was just a team that, frankly, was not at full strength.
And to their credit, they didn't use that as an excuse, and I applaud them for that, because what our eyes showed us, what we saw in that game, they didn't play their best game, but Tampa Bay, the better team throughout, right from the word go, and they really got after Kansas City in that one.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, CD, you get these two teams together and you get them each at full strength, and you know you're going to see some passing. We expect to see the ball in the air a lot as this game goes on.
Yeah, they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in passing yards last season. Kansas City 1, Tampa Bay 2, which means both defenses, I hope they got their rest, because going against these offenses, throwing the ball around and spreading the field, you're going to do a lot of running trying to cover.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. But Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, Charles, there's something that the Chiefs did not do at all in Super Bowl 55, and that's find the end zone, but they're in for 6 here.
Yeah, they could only come up with 3 field goals in that game. A huge surprise to just about everybody out there. But in this one, on the board early compared to the last time they played against this team.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55, Charles, it's Tom Brady.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50 touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason.
Keep an eye on which team has momentum using the meter at the top of the screen. It's a powerful force that favors the team with control over the game. Build momentum to trigger factors that boost your team and reap the rewards. Factors vary each game, ensuring a new set of challenges. The home team always has a bonus home field advantage factor for defending their turf. Use X Factor Vision to view more information about momentum factors. Find details for active factors, including game day conditions. Game day conditions affect both teams and stay on for the entire game.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. They do an excellent job there of bottling that play up.
Now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
For these Bucs, Charles, 31-9, they were winners the last time these two teams met back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005.
Well, when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. They brought back all 22 starters from last year's Super Bowl championship team. And, oh, yeah, there's a certain Mr. Brady who won both of those titles in 2004, 2005 as the starting quarterback there. He's back as the quarterback here. I like their chances. All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score.
And we're back to Kansas City after this. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
On first down, Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you look ahead to this upcoming 2021 season, KC going to be trying to get back to the Super Bowl for a 3rd consecutive season. And that doesn't happen very often, and as I've often heard you say, CD, for good reason.
And you're exactly right about that, partner, because you think about all the things that have to go right. You have to win a lot of close games. You've got to dodge the injury bug. Hope there's not another dominant team in your conference that you have to go up against. But working in their favor, they've got one of the best guys on the sidelines, their head coach, Andy Reid. And you've still got that guy wearing number 15, who in theory is just now coming into his prime.
Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you started to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played a little more like a top 2 or 3 defense down the stretch. And I would say that in the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they were truly the best defense in the NFL.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And again, it's Mahomes. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, of course, the 2020 season, a memorable one for this Tampa Bay franchise. They make the big move. They go out, they get Tom Brady, and you thought, okay, maybe that makes them contenders. Well, they qualify as a wild card, get in the playoffs. They have to win 3 games on the road to get to the Super Bowl, and sure enough, they do just that.
And boy, were they rewarded by winning those 3 on the road in the playoffs because they got to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. So it seems like a little bit of karma. And remember on Super Bowl Sunday at the end of it all, we were just left shaking our heads saying, son of a gun, number 12 did it again. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
To throw, it's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Suckup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind.
You can adjust your game plan at halftime based on team tendencies in the first half.
Now being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
To return is Jadon Mickens.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man. And each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mahomes.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes to throw it.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They get 5 out of that one, and they move to James.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the Kansas City Chiefs. And this CD, maybe it won't make up for the pain that stemmed from the loss of Super Bowl 55, but it's a good one for the psyche.
And no doubt about it, partner, because all along, I think these Chiefs felt like if they had a squad that was 100% healthy, especially in the offensive line, they could have put up a better fight in that Super Bowl, and they proved that here. And I think if nothing else, that confirms for the guys in the locker room that they can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league and have a chance to win another championship.
New to Madden NFL 22 is player classes, providing a new way to engage with your avatar. Each class is built around a unique play experience that puts you in control of how you